Hi, and welcome back to Lizard Studios. Today we are going to finish the second part of our landscape. Yes, we are going to review how we did our rubbing last time, and then what we're going to do is we're going to work with warm colors, and we're also going to finish printing or stamping our trees to make everything look beautiful. So here are the materials that you need for today, so get ready. Today what you're gonna need is the cardboard that I asked you to keep last time in those warm colors, all right? You're gonna need some warm color paint. Remember, pink, orange, red, yellows, okay? Any tone is fine. You're gonna need a glue stick or some normal glue. You're gonna need a pencil, and you're gonna need the drawing, the rubbing that you made last time. Remember, with the different types of greens and the sky. Then you're gonna need some leaves, green leaves, yes, green. And if you have some dried leaves from like autumn or winter that you kept, you could use those. That's what I did with this one. You're also going to need a tray to put your paint in. And if your teacher has some little stamps, you see the ones that have butterflies or flowers for details in the foreground, those are awesome. So if you have those, that's perfect, okay? So let's begin. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do today is review foreground, middle ground, background, and our sky, all right? That's what we did last time. Let's look at it here on our paper. Foreground, middle ground, background, and the sky. In the paintings of Claude Monet, the Parc Monceau, we can see the foreground with bushes and more details. We can see the middle ground, and then we can see the background. And like when we look at it, the darkest colors, the strongest colors are in the front. And then they start getting lighter as they go into the background. And that's what we're going to do today in our stamping that we're going to do, okay? Also, in the painting, An Old Clearing by Alexander Wyant, we can see also the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. And there's a river that comes from the back all the way to the front. But we also see how colors is strong in the front, and then it's weaker in the back or lighter. So darker in the front, lighter in the back. So let's just do that. So let's begin, okay guys? Now, we're gonna work in our paper from the back to the front, all right? So what we're gonna do first is look at trees in the background. They are smaller than the ones in the middle ground and the foreground. So we're gonna take, look what I did. I took some ivy leaves, okay, that I took at my house, and I brought them to the studio. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this ivy leaves in the pink paint. Okay, I took a brush here. Sometimes you won't need a brush, but I had to mix this paint. So what I'm going to do with the ivy leaf is just fill it up in pink, and I am going to put these trees in the background, just like this, and lift them up. And I am going to take more pink paint, and I'm going to put more trees in the background because they're small, and more trees in the background. And I'm going to fill this background up with pink trees. Watch me. Okay, so I just finished my ivy leaves, the really tiny ones. So I'm gonna leave it right here on the tray, all right? And what I'm gonna do is, if you want to, you could use your paintbrush. If you have a thin paintbrush, if you have a thick one with you, then use an old pastel crayon. But I'm gonna use this paintbrush. I'm just gonna take some paint off like this, okay? And see that I put like a little tiny, I make it like flat. So look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the tree trunks just like this, and like that I have in the background small light trees. what am I going to do? I am going to take now some yellow that I am going to mix with a little bit of red to make orange. Let's see how that comes out. Let's see. So I'm gonna make it a little bit orangey. I'm gonna use this pink paint. It's okay if I mix it with the pink, it doesn't matter. It's gonna come out orangey anyways. See? So I mix it a little bit to get orange because I want to go from pink to orange to red because the strongest colors, I want them in the front. So now I have like an orangey color. It's beautiful. Look at that. Okay, beautiful orange. All right, I'm gonna set my paintbrush right here. And now I am going to take leaves that are a little bit bigger. I think I'm gonna go with, I don't know, these or this. I think I'm gonna go with this one, okay? With this one right here, okay? So let's see, let me start painting it orange. So I take some paint. You're gonna get messy with this project, so don't worry, it's okay. So now that I have the paint on my leaf, I'm gonna go to the middle ground and I'm gonna start putting my leaf here and pressing down to make some orange trees. I just made one. I'm gonna paint again and just watch me as I do it. Now, I'm not gonna cover the whole entire middle ground. I'm gonna leave some space. So here's what you do. You put two on one side and you can put two at the other or just one, and that is fine, okay? Because I want to put some big ones here too. So I just make sure that I am in the middle ground. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going to leave my leaf right here. All right, right there. And now what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take my big brown leaf, I'm gonna take the back of it, and I am going to paint it red. So I take the same paintbrush, I don't have to wash it or anything. I mix it with the red because it gives it a nice orangey red. And I'm gonna paint the leaf, okay? I'm just gonna paint it. Sometimes if the paint is thick, you need to add just a tiny bit of water. Just a tiny bit, okay? Not too much. There we go. And you just mix it. Don't be afraid of being an artist because all artists do this sort of mixing up, okay? Paint, and as long as you get the darker color for the front, that's fine, all right? So you might want to get a piece of paper, okay, when you're painting and when you're adding the color, okay, to put your leaf flat like this, and like that you could paint on it without being worried of painting your hand or painting something else, okay? So these are little tricks that we learn. So paint that leaf, okay, make sure it's a little bit watery, not too watery, but a little bit. And then we're gonna go to the foreground and look what we're going to do. We're gonna put one right here from the front. We're gonna press, press, press. This is very important, okay guys? Press, press. It doesn't matter if one is in front of the other one, it's perfect. Ta-da! And I have one tree, one big tree in the foreground, which later we're gonna take our paintbrush, making it flat just like that, and we're gonna make a tree trunk right here. See, voila. Okay, so let's do another one. I put my leaf down on another part of the paper so I won't get all the paint on myself, even though you're gonna get messy, okay? This is a project that you get messy. When you stamp with leaves, you get messy. And you know what? It's okay to get messy in art. It's fun. And you're being creative. So being creative and fun, it's always good. Okay guys, look, foreground. Oh my goodness, I love this project. I could be doing these all day. And now I am going to make the last one. Look at my tree. I'm gonna make another one. Should I make another one or I leave it just like this? I think I'm going to make, yeah, maybe, let's see. If I put another one here, how would it look? Oh, I think it'll look nice, no? Yeah, I think so. So let's try another one. Even though I'm gonna cover the middle ground trees, but I think it's gonna look awesome. So let's do it. This is an experiment. Art is an experiment, an artistic experiment. So let's place it right here. Okay. We press it down with our fingers and we lift. And there we go. I'm gonna put this leaf right here, these leaves right here. And I'm gonna take my paintbrush. I'm gonna make it, you see how flat I'm making it? I'm making it like a line, okay? I'm making it flat this way. All right, so here's what you do. You make like a tree trunk right down here. Okay, there we go. And now we have made, look at this, how nice, I love it. Now we have made this beautiful landscape in which we have the foreground with the dark green and the red. We have the middle ground with the orange and the lighter red, the medium type green. We have orange and green in the middle. And then in the background we have the pink trees and we have the light green and we also have the sky. So to finish this up, you know what we're gonna do? Watch me. I am going to take these little stamps. These are two stamps of a little flower and a little butterfly, okay? So if you have a little butterfly stamp, take it out, okay? And I'm going to put it in the orange. In the orange paint. Stamps work also with paint, they don't have to be with ink, okay? And I'm gonna make some little butterflies around here. Oh, how cute is that? I love it. And I'm gonna stamp these little butterflies in the foreground, only in the foreground because we could only see details in the foreground, not in the background. Okay, so I am going to stamp these little butterflies around here. They're so happy. Happy butterflies. Here, one on the tree. It's okay, you could put some on the tree too. Okay, and now I have my little butterflies. And if I want to add some flowers, which I have it here already, let me add some pink flowers. Here, let's see, some pink flowers to these trees. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go, pink flowers. You could also do that. Ta-da! And now I've used my stamps also. So, I love this. To finish it off, we are going to take, we're gonna let it dry first, and then you are going to take your cardboard paper, the warm color cardboard paper, and look at this. When you mat it at the end with your glue stick, look how wonderful your landscape art, your rubbing and your stamping landscape is going to look. It is just wonderful. I feel just like going out there and having a picnic. So anyways, guys, I hope you like this project. Remember, the first thing you have to do, just in case you want to do it at home, is do a rubbing of the foreground, middle ground, and background, and the sky. Then take leaves from your garden and paint. And what you're gonna do is, you're gonna put paint on the leaves and go from the front to the back, making the back first because you have to put the smaller leaves in the back, medium leaves in the middle, and then big leaves in the front. In the front, remember to put less leaves, okay? So it doesn't cover up the whole space. So that's what we did today. I hope you like it. I hope to see you here next week for our next project. Have a nice day, have a nice week, and be good. Bye-bye.